Hey, it's me, Jimmy D, and welcome to Knights of the Geek Table.
Well, this isn't really a table, it's more of like just a
You're
ruining
the atmosphere.
Okay. Damn it, I demanded a table, there is not a table, this is a desk. Learn your differences.
We are talking about films and movies that lasted way too long.
Or that lasted long, but we thought were going to be shit, but are turning out to be good.
Okay, let's start with the bad first.
Okay, let's start with the bad. Well,
Paranormal Activity. Because it started off good.
It started off good because it was riding because there had been a few movies that have really started up, the found footage genre. It was, there was
Blair Witch.
There was one before that, I forgot its name. Blair Witch, then Cloverfield, and then...
Which was amazing.
Cloverfield was good.
Fucking great.
And then, which spawned a sequel, which doesn't really have much to do with it, but it's still pretty good. And
I
then...
have yet to see the sequel. I want to see the
sequel's better than the first one.
I want to see the sequel. I haven't seen the sequel.
I own that shit.
I think the sequel is on Netflix, so it's like there's really no reason for me not to watch it. If not, there's Hulu,
It legit is better than the first one.
Well, it's got John Goodman. Of course it's going to be fucking amazing. The first one.
So, it was John Goodman.
So, Cloverfield, then Paranormal Activity.
Yeah. Lebowski.
So, Paranormal Activity, the way I see it was, first one, I think we all agree, was the first one was good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Second one, I've actually thought was pretty good myself.
Yes.
I actually saw that one first.
Yes.
And then, I don't recall...
Third one.
The
third one was the...
yeah.
The third one was a prequel.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
The third
that
one was when they started...
From then on out, it's a blur to me. I don't even remember.
Yeah, the third one was the prequel, which was... They sold it off as a prequel to the first one. This is the story of what happened before Anna. How did she become like this? When it's the whole third of the story... Can't talk. The whole story of the third one was, you don't get it. She's been followed by this demon for years, ever since she was a child. And it's like, oh, fuck you, no. Oh, fuck you, no.
You haven't seen the newest one.
Oh, no. You're right, I haven't, because I stopped after 4.
Is that the ghost dimension?
Yes.
I
Where
stopped
the fucking cave, Indiana Jones cave appears above the girl's bed. Okay?
Is this the boulder?
Mom!
They find... Insert boulder, please.
On her bed, just...
Ghost. So, why did it have to be ghosts?
So let me just tell you what the sixth one is.
Can we
Okay?
not?
Spoiler alert. Okay?
As if anyone cared. Continue.
Okay. So this one takes place in 2000.
Really? Spoiler for a Paranormal Activity
13.
shit movie? Who gives a fuck about Paranormal Activity? That's like saying, spoiler alert for
what happens
Ice Age.
is, this dude finds this camera that can pick up ghosts, okay?
2 hours later.
And there's this ghost in the house, okay? Then he finds this box of tapes. The tapes were of the two sisters from the first two Paranormal Activities, okay? And
6.5 hours later.
In the tapes, the girl is looking through the ghost thing, okay? And he sees the two brothers, watching them on the tapes. Okay, it's Paranormal Activity Inception. Okay, it's definitely like insidious to do with like the tapes and the why is it on DVD? It's a good movie, yes. Okay, but we start the shitty part. Okay, hold on, that wasn't the shitty part. No, that was the interesting part. Okay, so what happens is, okay, so this is one thing that actually is like kind of like funny. Okay, so it's supposed to be scary. It's supposed to be scary, but it doesn't be funny. So the little girl comes into there with brothers watching the tapes that are like talking about them sitting there watching the tapes. Okay.
6 hours later.
Little girl gets picked up by dad, and she sneezes, and little girl in the tape goes, bless you. And like, they say, dad's a matter of bless you on the TV. Yeah, like, they're like, bless you. And like, it's supposed to be eerie and scary that it happens, but it turns out just to be so fucking funny. Okay, so what happens is, the ghost that is friends with this little girl turns out to be the fucking demon from the sisters, okay? And this camera picks up this ghost, and like, the ghost starts off as like, sparkles, like you have like like you slept too long, and like you open your eyes, and you have the flutters in your eye. That's what the ghost starts off with. And the camera picks up the ghost, and the ghost looks like the fucking tar monster off of Scooby-Doo 2, and it morphs and slowly gets more and more person features. Alright, then the girl gets sucked into the dimension, opens up above it, okay?
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Point is, it's not good.
okay, the whole point is of the entire Paranormal Activity movies, except for the one about the Latinos, because somehow
I did happen to see, like, I was on, I don't know what was it, like, Stars or HBO or something. They happened to play that, and I was...
Did you see the ending?
It was like 11 o'clock, and I was fucking, like, tired as hell, and I just watched that shit. I had a great fucking time.
Yes,
I was laughing so
the ending
hard.
somehow ends the Latino, like, gangsters end up in the house from the first one, and you're like, what the fuck? So basically, the whole point of the Paranormal Activity movies was the demon collecting all these children and getting the blood and all, so he can take human form.
You know what I have?
Did you hear that silence after I said human form?
You know that Indiana Jones cave? I just half expect when the girl travels down that, she meets like Steven Spielberg, like a script for Indiana Jones 5, and he's like, look guys, look, it's truly horrifying!
There is going to be Indiana
I have
Jones
created
5.
something worse!
There is going to be Indiana Jones.
Oh, I know.
But
I'm looking forward to it.
so Paranormal Activity went on too long, and that's the thing.
Way too long. It went so long
Well,
that it ended up being before the first one, and it incorporated all the movies into this trash.
This is actually, I mean, that has to do specifically with found footage movies. For example, Blair Witch, the first one many people consider good. I actually, rewatching it now, because I didn't
It's
really watch it
trash.
again, it's not good. But most people have nostalgia for it. The second one is worse. The second one is just
Oh, that's
awful.
horrible because it tries to be like, oh, the Blair Witch, we're going to go film where the movie was filmed, and oh shit
There's
happens.
actually, it's funny because there's actually a story behind that. I'll be quick on that. Is that supposedly the movie that you know how people was talking about the director's cut of the movie. All right, that actually would change that movie because there is a director's cut.
Yeah.
You can't see it. It's out there somewhere. Because the studio basically went in and said, no, we're doing it this way.
Director's cut land.
Yeah. But found footage movies get this way because of how cheap they are.
Well,
And
no. I gotta take that back. I gotta defend found footage because there is one found footage movie that's legitimately fucking good. I like. That's not Chronicle.
Which one?
Or
Chronicle.
Chronicle's an amazing movie. That's not Chronicle or Cloverfield or even Cloverfield 2. And that's This Is the End. No, not This Is the End of Watch. To where it's the
That was good too.
it's the cop movie,
Yeah.
but it's shot. It's like it was made from the same dude who did Training Day.
Yeah.
But it was shot in kind of a found footage type film, and it was really fucking good.
And I'm not knocking. Found footage can be done well.
Oh,
it's just it lends
Examples
itself.
I just proven.
Exactly.
Like-
It just lends itself to being overused and abused.
You can tell as the Paranormal Activities went on,
Yeah.
like the first
They didn't
two,
give a fuck.
the first two, they had the story planned from the beginning. Okay?
Yeah. No.
Okay. I would say the beginning of the movie. Like I say, the first movie is self-contained if you just watch it.
Yeah.
Second movie is trying to add on to it. It does it well. It's once it becomes an every year thing. Because actually, fun fact behind Paranormal Activity, they had filmed the entire movie and actually used that because it was found footage. It was so cheap to film. They just do it. It actually used what they had filmed to propose to the studio to make the actual as a big budget movie.
Yeah.
However, when they showed it to a big name director, I forgot his name, who it was. It might have been Spielberg or someone like that. Anyway, they showed it to him and they said, no, I actually don't want to do it, show it as it is. And that's what made the movie. Just a fun fact. But it's once any movie, like, pick one, Halloween, Friday the 13th, once it does, like every
Saw,
Halloween, it's going to be bad.
Saw. So I'm sorry, Saw was a guilty pleasure of mine.
Well, Saw, I mean, again, it started out like, it was still kind of
really-
kind of goofy, but it started out a lot
No,
more serious.
I would take it back. That first movie is fucking great. Just and like when I read behind the story of how they made Saw, the whole thing with James Wan was who's after Saw, so it's a really good fucking film.
He's a very good
He's a very good horror director. But his whole thing was when he was talking with, I think it was Eric Warner, the guy who played Zap, and in the hospital. He said they were having a conversation. Where like, dude, what if we made the cheapest horror movie ever? Because that was their whole hospital. What if we made the cheapest horror movie ever? And we thought, okay, well, let's have two ideas. Let's do it like in an elevator or in a bathroom. The problem with an elevator is there's not a lot of fucking room to work with, and that.
And I've seen
And it
the
goes up
elevator
and down.
movie.
That's complicated.
Have you seen the elevator movie?
Oh yeah, Devil.
Yes.
Yeah, it was fucking shit.
Thank you,
So
M. Night Shyamalan.
they said, okay, let's do a bathroom. Because there's a lot you can fucking do in a bathroom. Okay, sure, they did. And holy shit, did they turn into one of the most suspenseful fucking thrillers I've seen at the time, but then it's like totally went on, where it's not really much of horror, it's really torture porn, but that was the kind of goofy cheesiness.
But the
like,
thing is, as Saw went on, you still, like, you could enjoy watching it.
yeah, you could, because a stupid kind of goofy,
Yeah, but Paranormal Activity, a fucking tar monster hanging above. Look, they did the fucking same scene from the first movie when the tar monster comes out from the bed, okay, and just stands there looking at the girl, and like it fast forwards, so the tar monster's sitting there going like this the entire time. So
No!
yes, Yes, they did. And then it moved to the front of the bed and did the same thing for a few more hours.
Okay, so that's movie.
It did have a hot girl in it though.
It's a horror movie.
Yeah, but like, and she ended up puking acid on this guy.
Of course. See, that is why you need to go to your local store, buy
That's
some
where her
Tums.
boobs are gonna get ripped off, and it's gonna be like a predator coming out of it.
No, like all the parts you like, oh, you're gonna see her get like
No.
get half naked, and then the ghost was gonna come and kill her.
No.
She never even got her shirt off.
That's stupid. Anyway, so
Not to be sexist or anything.
Don't even go down that rabbit hole, because you're not gonna win.
you're going to get one comment, dear Jimmy D, you sexist pig bastard.
I'm sorry,
I
but
hate
D
you.
isn't my name.
Wow, chicka, wow, wow. So,
Just saying.
But
It's in my name.
so horror movies in
I
general.
give that a 0 out of damn.
So what other movies other than horror movies do?
Movies. Here's the problem with movies. Movies have that strange thing of, yes, they can be shit, but they have a budget to fucking meet.
Yes.
You know, that's the thing about movies. They have a budget. But ones I'm most likely to talk about are television shows.
Okay.
Because television shows, when you get a rapid cult following, no matter how fucking bad it gets, as long as they have numbers, they don't care. Especially putting on something like CBS, to where you can run 9 damn seasons.
I feel like I know where you're going.
There's a lot I'm going to, which is your thing.
I feel like you're going to say 2.5 Men.
Well, there was that. There's shooting for 9 damn seasons. There's the Big Bang Theory, which is still on for I think it's entering its 9th season.
It's entering its 10th season.
Its 10th season. Fucking The Simpsons is on its 22nd.
Okay.
Fucking.
Okay, The Simpsons I can agree with. Big Bang Theory though, no.
My dad loves that show.
I love Big Bang Theory.
I'm not. Here's the thing.
But the thing is, the story has changed over time, so it's not like.
This is why I said the topic should be about films and shows going on too long that are good examples and bad examples.
I mean,
Well, I didn't know we changed. I thought you were still in the bag.
Well, I'm throwing in a mixture of both because I'm
Okay.
a wild card.
Okay.
Okay, but I like Big Bang, 2.5 Men, anything on fucking it's any long running show like they're still making Grey's fucking Anatomy.
are they really?
Yes, and
Yeah.
and the original all the original cast is
The
dead.
only person that really is left on the show is Grey.
Is Grey.
It's his show.
Well, it's a woman.
It's a woman. But yeah,
Her
she's
show.
pretty much the only one. There was a big fucking controversial around 3 months ago that everyone on the internet was getting so pissed off because they killed off McDreamy.
Yeah.
That's blew my mind.
He got hit by a fucking truck.
I know, that blew my mind that, they killed him, and the thing was...
It wasn't even, expected or anything. He's walking to his car from the hospital, and it's the last fucking scene of the episode. It's like... and that's it!
It turns to the camera. I like trucks.
Oh,
It reminds me of The Wicker Man, where he keeps
Yeah.
shooting the car.
The truck looks the same. It looks like they did the same scene where the truck comes through, and that's it.
Nicolas Cage is waking up and goes, ah, trucks!
Oh my god! What if that should have been the series finale of McDreamy getting hit by the truck, and the last fucking scene, is Nick Cage waking up? Oh shit! And that in credits.
no, fucking better than Castle, oh my god. So I watched Castle because I like Nathan Fillion as a fucking actor. I didn't even know that shit was fucking ending. Once I saw, I found to come on, the 8th season finale, I didn't know it was the series finale. It just ended with, okay, everything's great, we're gonna live a happy life forever and ever, and everything's gonna, happily ever after. Final scene, a gunman breaks in to their house, shoots both of them, and they just bleed out on the floor, and then cut to black.
Is that really how it ends?
That's how it ends. And how it ends,
Yeah.
and with a monologue, voiceover, Kate, I'm gonna be together with you forever and ever. It's no,
You're dead.
You're dead. You're both dead.
That's legit how it ends.
That's legitimate how it ends. Or Lost. We just pulled a Lost excuse of how did it end?
I don't know. Really.
You don't know.
No, really, that's the thing. People with Lost. How did Lost end?
Who the fuck knows? The real question is how it began.
It ended, man.
I imagine a Lost fan sitting there on their couch with a little the party thing with the party hat on. He's just sitting there
No, and then he gets up and he's like, okay, So Jack was here. The plane was over here.
Okay.
Ties the string and like does the board.
There's the whole.
No, hold on. Do you remember?
Whole
Do you
thing.
watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
I've seen it. I don't.
Do you watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
I've seen it. Yeah.
There's a scene where Charlie, we're talking about Charlie Day,
Yeah.
is he's trying to explain to his friends like a certain thing of like why his idea is like the greatest idea ever, and it's all thing like this papers on the wall, all
Yeah.
pinned together, they're
Yeah.
string everywhere, and he's like, and you guys don't understand, like this is can match with this, and then match with this, and you can evaluate with this. I'm like, imagine, I'm like thinking, that's probably what a Lost fan is thinking, like you guys don't understand. This goes with this, and then with that. And
Remember
this
when he
is-
sneezed in that tissue?
Well, pay attention to that tissue because it'll come back.
That opens up a wormhole to the 7th dimension, which totally justifies the 6th season opening.
If you look, it's sitting in the sand beside Jack. It's a tissue that John Locke blew his nose in. Therefore, the smoke monster equals the dog.
But yeah, like I'm thinking like that.
Roll credits.
That's something like that.
Yeah.
Another really good one that I've seen that's just recently is South Park.
Mm-hmm.
South Park.
New season, and I believe last season was the best fucking season.
I don't think it was the best season.
It's up there.
It's one of the best
It's
seasons.
quality-wise, it's continually getting better, which is interesting to compare it to, like you mentioned,
The
Simpsons,
Simpsons.
which is only like 2 seasons ahead. It's on 22
It's
seasons.
23, I think.
23.
So it's like 3.
But even then, compare those 2 shows that have been running for so long. The Simpsons is like, it's alright. It's not still bad.
No, like there's some people
They
who
have,
watch it.
every
but-
season, Simpsons, I will give Simpsons credit this. It has a good episode every now and then. It's not like Family
But I don't
Guy.
even watch it.
It's not like Family Guy. For Family Guy, I think it's on its 14th or 15th season, where I can honestly say with Family Guy, each season, there is maybe only one good episode, if that. If that.
I love Family Guy, but I am totally with you that
It's
I
like-
will wait until all the season gets on Netflix
Let's-
and where I can watch it like 5 minutes and then I'll change it if it sucks.
Oh yeah. Like anything with the Brian and Stewie episodes, like the
Oh,
road
good.
to whatever,
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know what writing staff you have on that one.
Or a Peter only episode where it's Peter or Joe or something.
Yeah, that's great.
Those are great. But if it's just a generic episode,
Sort of dealing with the family and their shenanigans.
yeah.
Yeah. The thing about South Park that makes it so fucking good nowadays is I like the reason I agree with you and I love
Yeah.
season 19 so much was because season 19 was them finally kind of admitting that we're still going to poke fun at everyone. Like
Yeah.
no one is off the table.
Yeah.
We're going to come out at all sides and pretty much say y'all are either fuck ups or assholes
Yeah.
or whatever. But it was them kind of officially announcing that their whole style that led them up to this, because they did test runs in season 18 and 17, but this whole, everything is connected to one long narrative, but we're still going to, like, throw in things, and we're also going to reference, like, oh my god, damn it, Kyle, no, we're not going to deal with you giving a giant, like, a speech at the fucking end, pretty much, I learned today is, it's like they're finally admitting, that style can't really work nowadays. That's why PC
And
Principle was fucking crazy.
I think that's why I kind of lift that season up because the season was all connected. It wasn't like you watch this. I mean, in past
Oh,
seasons,
God.
certain things have been connected, but it hasn't been like a continued story. Like, I'm sorry, it's hilarious. The Washington Redskins Go Fuck Yourself Christmas special.
That was amazing.
I fucking love that episode.
Or what I love is the Coon and Friends trilogy.
Yes.
I've been poking fun at everything. I knew the special was going to be great.
Imagination Land.
Well, no, I knew the Coon and Friends was going to be great when they do the superhero walk.
Yes.
And, it's like a normal superhero walk, except Cartman turns and just kicks, and it's a slow motion superhero walk, kicks Kyle in the nuts, and he does it in the nuts, and he just starts, like, mauling at him. It's so great.
I would say that comparing those 3 shows, South Park, Family Guy, and The Simpsons, it's interesting to see. South Park, I believe, you kind of mentioned it. South Park has the ability to change. They're not locked into a certain way.
Oh, God, no.
And I think one of their biggest strengths is, you mentioned it, they make fun of everybody. That's difficult for things like Family Guy. Family Guy is made by Seth MacFarlane. Seth MacFarlane is very much, he is very one-sided on the political aisle. That locks you into telling only one side and only poking fun at one side, which gets old after a while. In addition to they have a very set way of doing things, tell a joke, they do a flashback or a cutaway or things like that. South Park can do that, or it can do anything else. Simpsons, same. They're not exactly the same, but it's stuck in the same vein. In addition to the fact that they're not quite in our world, like their town doesn't exist.
Yeah,
it's South Park.
and the Simpsons kind of they don't make fun of everything. They only make fun of certain things. Like Family Guy does make fun of everything, but you can tell like.
But it's also very
predictable.
it's also very
And
predictable.
it's
very
locked
predictable.
into us.
It's
South Park
hard to-
does anything
The
they want.
Simpsons though.
South Park has even come to admit, like in the 19th season, they made, it's like that moment when Eric was sitting in the fucking hospital and he just got his ass kicked. He's like, you know, guys, sometimes I think we're just two white class privileged boys who are sitting here, you know, judging everyone's self and not wondering to, you know, to make fun of ourselves. Like, no, they get it. They get it. This whole notion that, oh, they just don't get it. No, they fucking get it. And even though they get it, they are some of the two smartest men who kind of understand, yeah, I'm going to bully the good and I'm going to bully the bad, but I'm also not going to cut around the bullshit. I'm going to give it straight to you.
They also have the ability to, and one of the things is, we all know how long it takes for them to make a South Park
All right,
episode.
6 days.
Six days to make a South Park episode. I think that is also one of their strongest points, because when they go and they do these things where it's like something that's outrageous or talking about a thing, they don't have time to think about it and change their minds. Like they do it and they put it out there. You know what I mean? That's different from like a show, maybe like a Family Guy episode. I don't know.
Where they do.
Family Guy, it takes like a year to make an episode.
Does it really?
No,
Well,
it's they said it takes like anywhere from 4 to 6 months to write,
Okay.
create, and make one episode.
in that time, can you imagine how many different concepts are scrapped to change their minds?
Oh, yeah.
South Park
The
doesn't do that.
trends
They
are
do it in
gone.
6 days and they do it.
They do it in
Trends
6
are
days.
gone and everything.
Yeah.
Trends are going. South Park, like in South Park, even with the documentary, like some of the writers were even saying, like if I know that it's 2:30 or if it's 3 o'clock and there's nothing on my desk at this time, I kind of know, oh shit, this is going to be a long night because they're still at the scrambling board, like oh fuck, okay, shit. Well, what about this? No, well, then we also gotta throw in this, and it's like it's not just that they don't have time really to. Okay, Jim, we'll pocket this for today and then come back tomorrow, and then we'll see what we have. Also, this is just me about another part of what's another South Park thing. And just kind of realizing why I think I loved it so much was the other shows were violent, but not to the level of South Park's like violenticity. And the reason I say I know that is because remember the Game of Thrones trilogy, where they all
I was going to mention the Black Friday specials.
oh god,
Oh
it
my
was.
God, those like the best. I think.
I think hands down out of all their trilogies, besides like Imagination Land
Yeah.
and
Which was fucking genius.
Cocoon, like pretty like Imagination, like stuff that was nominated for Emmys and actually they sold as like movies, besides the actual movie.
Yeah.
The Black Market Christmas, the Black Friday
Friday
Christmas
Christmas.
special. It's one of the best
Okay.
fucking shits they've ever done
Oh my God, it's fuck.
because
When Butters sits down at the table and he explains all this, he's like, you know, floppy wiener is less threatening as a gay wiener and all that, and like he goes on and on about how like the winter is coming and the dragons, that's cool and all, but why do we see so many wieners?
which is I kind of find it funny. But it's like, you don't, if you watch Game of Thrones, you know, that's not really all that's there. But
No.
it's like, fucking, it's true.
It's
And I
the
love,
one thing Butters would mention.
I know, I love George Tolkien. It's like, oh, it's coming. It's like, what about Jon Snow? Or should it? But first he has to see the big, giant Cassini wiener, and it's like, oh, son of a bitch.
When they Butters and the kid with diabetes comes to the show, to the thing, they're like, come in, we'll order pizza, and we'll show you this, and like, it's been 4 hours, and he's explaining it, and then the song Floppy Wiener starts
Yeah,
playing.
wiener,
And he
wiener,
noticed the
wiener.
decorum around this version.
Yeah,
Things like
yeah.
a version of a penis.
Yeah,
Like something.
and he's like,
wiener,
and the
wiener.
diabetes guy goes, kid goes, where are the pizzas? He's like, I'll go order them. And he's like, you haven't ordered them yet. He's like, "Dog, just hold on, they're coming.
That wasn't even the best part. One of the best parts is, well, there are many best parts of that. One of my favorite parts is when Cartman takes like several guests to like the rose bush.
Yes,
He got
that's
that
when the
whole-
old man goes, he's deceiving you. He brings everybody to the garden.
and betrays them all. Fuck you,
Shut up,
devil.
old man. Get out of my fucking garden.
I'll shit in your garden. Go fuck yourself. Or when Bill Gates and the owner of
Sony
Sony
had that battle
Bill
like,
Gates-
y'all go get y'all's Xboxes now and stuff.
And to me, that leads. I consider South Park to be a work
Oh,
of
the
art.
touch me elbow.
Well,
Don't touch me, elbow.
I consider South Park to be a work of
I
art.
think art is an overword used, but okay. Overused word, excuse me.
I consider it to be a work of art or a piece of culture that is
It's
personified.
transcendent.
It's a piece of culture, I'll give you that.
It's a piece of personified that needs to be talked about and if not studied. Okay.
Which is interesting too, because I was in, last semester I was in a film literature class. And one of the questions she asked, because you were talking about film and stuff, one of the questions, because every day we come in and like the first couple of days you introduce yourself, say something about yourself. And one of the questions was, what is a show or movie that you thought you wasted your time seeing? So there's like, I would say there were 15 people in the class. At least 7 said South Park.
Waste their time?
Like they just like, I hated it, it was bad, wasted my time seeing it. And like me, and it was because of me and like 2 other people said South Park as something we enjoyed, because you could do something you liked or something you hated. We were just like, we looked at each other and went, what the fuck? It was like,
I personally, well,
like, have you seen it?
well, they probably
Did you
got
pay
to-
attention?
They probably only got to like season 3, so. But no, and the reason I love that episode is the Black Friday Christmas. The reason I say that, I don't know why I can't talk today. Deal with me for a minute. Why I think it needs to be at least talked about and studied is that lead-up scene of them going up to GameStop with the Charlie Brown Christmas music playing, and just all the dead bodies and blood, and them just standing there, and I'm like, okay, this needs to be talked about just for, or how they blended real life footage into the mall fight, and like this needs to be at least talked about, if not talked about, studied.
No, I agree with you, and it's just, I hesitate on using art, but you're right, it's a culture phenomenon. It's very important because South Park, I think more so than a lot of other shows, really encapsulates what's going on while it happens.
And like I said, it encapsulates, and it brings all sides to the table, and it doesn't really, and it's the one show that I think everyone can kind of agree on, we've all said this, it doesn't pick a side.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. It says, look, this is why this side is wrong, this is why this side is wrong, this is why even if you both agree you're kind of wrong, I'm out.
And it's interesting because this last season doesn't end, at least I don't remember, it doesn't end with a conclusion.
No.
It just, there is a conclusion.
No,
but
it gives
doesn't-
it a conclusion, but it also ends with Stan pretty much inventing. It feels like a PC principal pretty much making a giant kind of rant that a giant kind of speech that I'm here and we're all gonna have to work hard together, to be nice and fine and PC eligible and whatnot. And even Stan openly admits, which is pretty much like Trey and Matt saying, yeah, this is gonna be really hard. So not poke fun and make fun of, but also still trying to like ID and not do what we did in the past.
Yeah. One South Park thing I remember, like, I watched, and like, it's an example of them not taking sides.
Yeah.
Was when Obama won the 2008 election.
That's
They
what
fucking did.
Where it was a heist, not a
Yeah.
And it's like, what do you say, Michelle? Let's settle down and be president.
That's what was funny, and that's what started the whole 6 days to air. Was the About Last Night episode where it was, well, this was when Obama first came into fucking office, and it was him versus John McCain. And it was, well, look how the world react. You had half of the world who was like, fuck yeah, woo, party, fuck my boss, Obama's in office, we're all gonna do it. And then you had like the other half who were the McCain supporters, like the world's gonna end, we have to shelter ourselves and everything. And the best moment of the entire episode was when they walked into the hospital, and it goes, well, I need to figure out what kind of supporter you were. Well, I need to know that, because I know if you were an Obama supporter, you had heavily drinking and, mass, like, everything. I know if you were a McCain supporter, you attempted suicide yourself. I'm like, that line of dialogue best personified not only the 2008 election, but probably the 2016 election is going to be like.
Well, I can't wait to see the South Park episode after the election.
They're from what I saw from like last night's episode, they're kind of they're addressing the build up to the election, because last season Garrison was pretty much the Trump, and now he's getting this far, and now he's kind of realizing, like Donald Trump, well shit, I didn't think I would get this far, and everything I fucking do to try to make these people say, do not vote for me, they're like, this is my guy, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
I just, reason it's like, I don't know how much you want to get into this on your channel, I disagree with that particular view on Trump, but I do admit that they make a lot of. South Park's good. If you haven't seen the newest episode of season 20, watch it.
First of all, watch South Park in general.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what are you doing?
This is not sponsored by South Park, by the way.
But if y'all would, but if Comedy Central,
And this is worth saying. You don't have to start at season 1, episode 1.
No.
You can start. So, like, I started watching South Park at season 16,
Yeah.
and then I went back.
Just think, it's been on for 20 years.
we've
I'm
been
21.
There. We've been there. We've been there. And
I'm
there.
only 21, so
And
it was
there.
like I didn't even see the first
We've
couple
been there.
seasons.
We went there. And we
My
didn't
first
get
episode,
sued.
my first episode was like the appearance of Mr. Hanky,
My first episode was like,
and like they were electrocuting Samus balls. Like
my first episode was no. My first
That
episode,
that
my
would leave a
first
fucking
episode
impression.
that I can remember was when the old people attacked because they took away their driver's license.
Oh my fucking god!
Mrs. Applesauce,
They closed the early birds.
Mrs. Applesauce, tell them we mean business.
All right. So I think we've
Yeah.
beaten South Park.
But
Um,
I think
we
I can't
forgot
really think of
topic,
anything. I can't really think of anything else. Can you?
No,
Um,
honestly,
This is
though,
the thing about our videos.
this
they're
show
like-
hasn't gone on too long, but it has all the tracks of a show gone too long. But like the part that it was good wasn't that long. Arrow. The longer it's gone, the worse it's gotten.
So, Arrow. Because, like, let's get a little bit of talking about Arrow. Because, like, you and me and us three, like, a little bit one-on-one. So, like, we saw your trailer. And, well, we saw all your trailers. We saw you Flash, saw you Supergirl. No, we saw Supergirl. We saw you, Arrow. And then we saw you with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., what you're doing with Ghost Rider. I like it. I do bring up the fact that if he's called the Ghost Rider, why is he driving a Camaro? I said because you know what? Because you know he's the rider of the Camaro. That was cool.
if we ever talk about that as a separate subject, even though we've only ever seen a picture and a little bit of footage, I already have quite the opinion on what I think of the Ghost Rider. But sorry, continue.
But like, so we saw
Oh,
Supergirl. Well, I mean, Supergirl's trailer as much as she fucking could show, which is a lot of recap from season 1.
Mainly because it's coming to a new channel.
Maybe it's because it's coming to a new channel. I understand. Flash was.
The fucking beat to that song though that's playing on the Supergirl commercial just
Oh yeah,
incorporates
that
me.
was great. Flash, I still have no idea what the fuck you're
Flash,
doing.
Yeah.
it makes me happy and sad at the same time.
Like Flash, I have no idea what you're doing. Like in one trailer, you introduced Jay fucking Garrett. So like apparently, you know, Jay Garrett's still there somewhere. I don't know anymore. Like you're doing Flashpoint's all I know, which I'm happy with. Kind of.
Yeah.
Depends on how.
I'd be happier with it if it made sense because what they previously established, it doesn't make sense. Why they're doing it.
I'm good.
It was out of the blue. It was like,
But yeah.
I'm happy.
Anyway.
I'm gonna watch it. It's a thing. Then Arrow, like, so I get it.